Yeah, so King of Cans, how do you solve this problem? Well, the question stated in King of Cans is that Liza have X cans worth 2 Norwegian kroners and Y cans worth 3 Norwegian kroner. And as she has OCD, she really wants just receipts of 100 Norwegian kroners, nothing more, nothing less. So, how many times can we reach 100 Norwegian kroners? Pawning X bottles worth 2 or Y bottles worth 3? Well, the solution is quite simple. You could sort of do it greedily or just straightforward. And I'll now show this using some pseudocode. What we want is to read our input variables. And the important thing here is to note already that we cannot use our y's fully, as they are odd and we need to use an even number. So what we do is we rewrite this as 6's. And some of you might think that, oh, well, now we lose some y's. Well, that y being lost can't be used anyways. So we now have 2 even numbers. We have 6's and we have 2's. And what we want to do is we want to reach the sum 100. So I make a counter for how many times we reach that sum. And also we have to know how much our cans we have pawned thus far is worth. So we keep that as a running sum. And the next part of the code is just basically try to pawn as many cans as you can. Right? So what we do is, while this sum is running, like while we have some 6's, while we have some 6's and we have some 2's, like we have one or either, we try to use one of them. And the question here becomes, which one do you like to deposit first? Is it 2's or 6's? Well, the 6's are way more flexible, and this choice actually matters. So we try to pawn the 6's first, because if you get to like 98, you can't use a 6 to make it finish. But if you get to 94 and then use a 6, you can finish it. Or if you get to 96 using 16 6's, then you can use 4 2's and you're done. So we try the 6's first, because these are less flexible. So if we have some 6's and our sum does not get too large by adding it up, because it has to stay below 100, we spend 1 6. We decrease our number by 1, and we make this running total increase by 6. So if we can't use a 6, we should try to use a 2. What we do then is the same thing. If we have some 2's and our sum would not overflow or get above 100, then we spend that 2. And then we just do the same thing. So we spend a 2 and our sum increases by 2. Right? And the last thing we have to check for now is, well, have our sum actually reached 100? And if it has, we have to mark this. So else if our sum is equal to 100, because then none of these would trigger as adding something more would make it go over 100. Well, we say that the number of times we reach 100 increases by 1, and our running total becomes 0, because we have to reset it, because we now can print out this one receipt and get one number. And after spending all of our cans, well, you have your answer. You can print out the number of times we reached 100. And it's fair to mark that, well, it's quite likely that you have something on the machine which you have not taken the receipt for. But that's how Lisa is feeling that day, so we will not take that. So this is the answer for King of Cans, and I think biggest pitfall in this task is to not realize you have to make the 3s into 6s, and maybe that you start calling the 2s before the 6s, or the pack of 3s, two cans worth 3 to go combined. So yeah, thank you.